everybody. Okay, y'all. So I do have some news before we get started. I'm going to be doing the non-traditional guidance on the Nebula Tide channel today. So make sure you check the community news for the link to my Nebula Tide channel if you want the psychic readings and other type of non-traditional guidance. So y'all, for our early birds, I did this video. And it's something that I've been thinking about. And I think that it's a reason why a lot of us aren't in our our manifesting energy. It's the stonewalling, y'all. Um, we as divine ones, we don't like not having solutions. And we have shown the narcissists that it irritates us because we keep going after solutions. We keep trying to get closure. They know that we need it. So they're using the stonewall as a weapon against us to keep us like guessing like, are they ever going to work on it with me? Are they ever going to consider the solutions? This is to keep us off balance so that we are distracted from our purpose. We are distracted from the additional self care we have to do. We are distracted to whatever clutter we need to get rid of. When the narcissist stonewall you, if you ever notice, you have delays just getting basic stuff done, like just basic stuff. You're like, doing these couple of dishes wasn't hard, but suddenly it's hard doing the stonewall. The stonewall is to put you in a type of energy chasing them type of being. You're not actually talking to them to chase them, but energetically you're chasing them because you're like, I wonder what they're up to. I wonder why they're not talking to me. I wonder if they're with the new fuel. I wonder if they're plotting against me. Did they do something wicked? See, all that is still like you're sending them your attention. And they can sense it. They can sense that you're in wonderment about them. And they feel like, well, I still got you. I'm doing what I need to do for my narcissism, doing the stonewall. And I know you're not doing what you need to do to protect yourself because you're wondering, how long is this stonewalling going to go on? Why are you stonewalling me? They know that it pushes you into deeper, unnecessary introspection. They know that. And they know that if you were all in your power and you felt unstoppable in control of your life, suddenly you're like, what's going on here? How come I came the right way? Also, they get you to edit yourself. I felt like I had to get that download as it came. They get you to like say, maybe I need to come a different way. Maybe I needed to say something different. Maybe it was the wrong time. So they pull you into a very toxic introspection type of energy. And they are getting energy elsewhere, so they don't care. You're not, because you still like, I need this, I need closure. Are we still together? Are we still together, or are we on a break? You didn't say we were on a break. What is this? It's a very toxic guessing game. Oh, hi everybody. It's a very toxic guessing game, and it's very annoying, and it takes up so much brain space that when you try to create and you try to get downloads, you're like, why do I feel blocked? Because all those collected moments of them stonewalling you is like a bunch of stones in your brain. Like your brain just gets so heavy each time you allow yourself to tolerate the stonewall without being ruthless. So I said what I said, y'all. You have to be ruthless to people who stonewall you. You have to be ruthless. If it means you just suddenly just gone, You gone, because they're gone. Their body's there. That's manipulation. They want you to think that they're still there, but they're not. So you have to be ruthless with like how you connect with them. So you have to narrow it down to like the bare minimum. They want you to still talk casual to them like you normally do, like nothing's happening, so that they can hit you good with the Stonewall energy. Yeah, the narcissists are doing their little Stonewall tactics right now, y'all. They doing it. But they want you to think that you brought it on yourself. They want you to think that your energy and your emotions was creating the problems, so they had to stonewall you. See, they start to make you think that something about you deserved the stonewall. They know as divine ones, we're always going to look at ourselves when something happens. We're going to say, well, did I do something wrong? What did I do? Blah, blah, blah. They know we're going to do that. So they know for a while they're not going to get any type of feeling from you that they should feel guilty, or no punishment energetically from you, because you're asking yourself, what did I do? Did I cause this? What, maybe I shouldn't have said what I said or did what I did or what. So when you're in that stage, they're sleeping like a baby. They're sleeping like a baby. Because let me tell you, everything that they want to say to you while they're stonewalling you, they're saying to somebody else. Now that should make you want to be ruthless. Like, I'm gone. Like, I'm just going to sit their stuff outside. I'm just going to block their number. Everything that they're saying in their mind about you during the stonewall, they're saying it to somebody else. Whether it's to their mom, their side piece, their side chick, side dude, their brother, a neighbor, their hairdresser, who they could be having an affair with. You know what? I find it so weird that people don't realize that narcissists, they cheat with their self-care providers. I don't know why people always think they cheat with neighbors. They cheat with their self-care providers as well, like their hairstylists, their masseuses, and all that. Those be the same people they talking about you to during the stonewall. And you're wondering, like, how are they getting through this stonewall so easy? It's like easy breezy. Because they're getting emotional fulfillment. They're getting emotional validation from somebody, not from you. And whoever they're getting that emotional care from, validation, that's don't even know that they're validating their stonewalling when their stonewalling was unnecessary. The other fuel, don't matter who it is, don't even realize that they're giving wrong validation for that stonewall that the narcissist is doing. The narcissist is like, whew, I'm so glad that I had a chance to do this stonewall. That's what they say. Because now I can give all my energy and emotion to this fuel. And you can sit up there angry and mad and not even going for your own fuel. You're probably not going for no other fuel because you're mad at me. You're mad at me about the stonewall. And you're more private than I am. Now, that's another thing. The narcissist is not as private as you. They never were. They made you think they were. They was never private about your relationship. Never. That stonewall is the evidence that they're not being private about y'all. Okay? Hi, everybody. Hi, Josh. I don't know about y'all, but I love to get my juice in while I'm drinking some juice. I love to get the juice while I'm drinking juice or tea in the morning hours. I think it's so nice when people sit down at the table in the early morning and just chat, and talk about stuff that they need clarity for the week or the day that they're like wondering about. And this stonewalling, It's a serious issue right now, and it goes on a lot through the winter season because people are entertaining other people. People are being low key cheaters, so they're finding ways to be forced to stonewall you. They're purposely doing emotional manipulation, so you will get upset, and they will feel obligated to stonewall you so they can entertain someone else. Somebody said to tea while having tea, right? Right, ask Abby. But keep in mind, don't get it twisted. They're watching your every single move. And if you think the narcissist is done with you when they're stonewalling, no, they're not. They're still using you. They're still using you. They're taking mental notes. They're stretching their ears to hear your phone calls when you're on the phone upstairs. They're trolling by your Facebook or your online social media, and they're taking notes. They're using you for a glow up, all while they're stonewalling you. They're looking at what you're doing to fight for yourself during the stonewall. And they're learning how to use that as a form of gaslighting you when they come back. So they like had some sort of little breakthrough, and that's a form of gaslighting you to make you think like, well, maybe the stonewall is necessary because how did they have a breakthrough? Well, they had a breakthrough because they were still watching you. They were still mimicking you. They were still trying to be like you in ways while they were strengthening the stonewall even more. They will strengthen the stonewall until they are done reinforcing the bond with someone. Okay, with someone. It could be somebody they went back to. Okay, restoring that bond even stronger, strengthening the stonewall with you, doing at the same time. At the same time. Oh, hi everybody. Let me tell y'all, when I got this I Love Lucy mug, I was in a really bad place in my life. And I like I Love Lucy because I Love Lucy, her story is a story that every divine one need to read. Okay? Right when you think you're at a hopeless point in your life where you're not getting anywhere, you're not. All it takes is to take a leap and just be yourself and do something and be yourself and stay free. Stay free. The problem is when you keep letting a narcissist cycle back to you, you can't do that. Do you know that success requires you to be free? It requires you to be free. If you ever feel like you're not free in your relationship, they're not meant for your success. They were not put in your life for your success. If you ever have the slightest feeling of feeling trapped when you're with someone and they see that you're trying to succeed, they're probably a narcissist. Because the narcissist gets worse the more you try to succeed in front of them. That tells you right there that there is a leap that you probably should take. And they are juggling you to prevent the leap. And one of the things they do is stonewall you so you will be in an energy where you're too sad, depressed, and upset to even take the leap. Then they come back and love bomb you, and then you don't want to take the leap because the love bombing is so good. So good. You don't take the leap, and then the cycle begins again. Eventually. It just happens at different times, different ways, but it's the same tactics they use. And it's all based upon the growth of your energy. It's all based upon your energy. Let me tell you again. The stonewalling and the cycles that they use is based upon your energy. If you are too much in love with yourself and you putting yourself first, They will punish you with a Stonewall. I've been through it, y'all. I've been through it. I had parents stonewall me because I put myself first. I said, I need this money for groceries. I remember my own biological dad stonewalled me one morning because I said, I can't give you this money for whatever alcohol and drugs you want to get. I need this money for milk and food for my baby while I'm trying to find a new place to live. He got upset and said, no, you're going to pay the piper. I told y'all this story before. And I said, I'm paying the piper. I bought you groceries and I paid rent. This $70 is for my baby's food, baby food. He stonewalled me. He stonewalled me, left, didn't answer his cell phone, came back and didn't want to speak to me, didn't come in the room to say he was here or whatever. I got so tired of the cycle, I left. And that's when I realized that I was better off not talking to my biological dad for 25 years. He was a narcissist the entire time. But when I got back in touch with my biological dad, who was a narcissist, he was a grandiose. He thought because he was so supermodel handsome that he could treat people any kind of way that loved him. Oh, he'd be nice to everybody outside of his immediate family, outside of his family tree. But he was very passive aggressive with his kids and my mom. And he thought because his looks, he could be that way. Stonewall, passive aggressive, Stonewall. He literally thought his own daughters were going to chase him because how attractive he was. I mean, that's wild though, right? That's wild. And we didn't see him as like this super attractive guy. I mean, we can see that our parents are attractive. But because everybody his whole life told him how fine he was, he thought he could stonewall his own kids, and we would chase him like the women in these streets would chase him. We would beg and say, please call, please don't ignore our calls. I blindsided him when I hung up on him each time he called me, because I wasn't chasing him through the Stonewall. He would stonewall me and my sister for like a year straight. Years straight, y'all. Get fake phone numbers, all kind of stonewalling. And then when he finally would decide to call, he thought we would be like head over heels to speak to him. I would literally just hang up the phone. And he grew to have this attitude with me, bitter attitude with me. And I'm like, you're bitter because I'm not thirsty to get through your Stonewall? But this is how they work, you know. The punishment just piles up. The stonewalling, and then if you don't try to fight your way through the Stonewall, they'll just pile on some other type of punishment. They might disrespect you with their body language or dirty looks, or they might hack your stuff or disrespect your boundaries in other ways. It gets to a point where they won't stop until they get you in that chaos energy. They want to see evidence that you're in it. And so you have no choice but to be ruthless and be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not I don't even care what you say. I'm done. I'm done. But a lot of people, they don't realize that the Stonewall is one of the most wicked things they could do, because the Stonewall, it makes you fear. There's intense fear to build up because you're wondering, are they cheating on you? Are they doing something really, robbing you? And that type of fear spills over into other areas of your life. And then before you know it, you're just stagnant. You're like, unless you start to put them on your schedule. When you put the narcissist on your schedule, you actually start to disrupt the cycle that they have you in with stonewalling and love bombing. It throws it off. And they will actually get very annoyed by you because you say, no, I need a scheduled date. I need a scheduled time. They don't like that. Why do you think they don't like to have scheduled dates with you? Because you will interfere with their toxic cycle. You will be taking back some of the power of them being able to manipulate you. We're keeping you stuck and unstuck, stuck and unstuck. So one of the things I want to tell y'all before I end the video, if you want to try to prevent the Stonewall, if you want to be less affected by it, you need to make sure that you put yourself first before you go to do them. That means you've already filled up your schedule. You already have plans. You have your own lifestyle, own life separate from them. You may even have a friend, because believe me, they got somebody. You have your life. You have a part of your life that's fun, that you could run to during the Stonewall. They don't want you to have fun. They don't. I can't begin to tell y'all how many times I had people compliment me while I was out with them or having fun, and they stonewalled me, like right in the middle of it. And I'm like, how did I just get stonewalled for literally enjoying myself? I'm dancing to the music at the festivals we're at, and they're like, they stonewall and walk right off, y'all. They did that to me at 2 weddings before. I'm dancing. We on the floor dancing. I'm enjoying myself. I'm feeling myself, and then it's gone, never to return. Never to return. It's just crazy. I remember this one narcissist I was dealing with. He would sit me in the corner of the bar as to make sure I didn't have no fun. He would say, sit over there and stay there, while he was touching on different women, laughing in different women's faces. And then when I would like go to talk to him and be like, no, I'm tired of sitting in the corner of this bar, he would go stonewall me like I was irritating, like I was cramping his style, yet he cramped my style by putting me in the corner of the bar. Like that movie Dirty Dancing. He put me in the corner. That way he can see if anybody goes towards me in the corner, and he can cut it off and say, leave my girl alone. Meanwhile, he's having the time of his life. Let me tell you, when I decided to not tolerate that, and I decided to get on the floor and dance and mingle and leave when I wanted to leave like he was doing, and I started going to other bars and nightclubs, he started becoming very verbally abusive. He started like acting like I was the problem, yet he was already doing that. It was really toxic, y'all. And we almost got in a very violent fight before about the manipulation. Him stonewalling me when I want equality. Whenever I would want equality, he would stonewall me. It was wild. Stonewalling is serious. It blocks you from other divine partners. You're upset. So that happy energy that you had already, it's not that strong enough to manifest a new person or to attract abundance. So you're just kind of like, it's almost like you're in energy purgatory. It's very weird. It's kind of like gray spell work. It's not like super dark, but it's gray, where you're like, well, they didn't actually break up with me for nothing. So it's actually not dark, but it's gray. But we have to start realizing that gray spell work is still something we shouldn't tolerate. If somebody tries to withhold answers from you, they're doing something energetically spell work to you. They're doing something they don't want you to know. And if you feel like I'm entitled to know because we are in a committed relationship, and yet they stonewall you, they keep their back to you, they're not answering you, they're doing some sort of spell on you. Whether it's they're teaching you to not go after true love, to just wait on them to be done with the Stonewall, or whether it's teaching you to destroy yourself during the Stonewall. You know, sometimes the Stonewall is so, you're so exhausted from the Stonewall that you just can't even love yourself. It's hard. You're just so drained from it. I don't know why people never talk about how draining, physically draining, stonewalling is. It's like your relationship is just so, it's not getting no exercise. Your relationship is not getting exercise, so it's draining you. It's draining you emotionally and mentally. The stonewalling is dangerous, y'all. It literally gives you health problems because it throws you into instant anxiety when it happens. You're like, and that instant anxiety, it does cause tension in your heart chakra. And then before you know it, you're like, you got PTSD, and you're like, where's this PTSD coming from? It's coming from the cycles of stonewalling. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sexy Jessie. Somebody call themselves Sexy Jessie. I had a moment before where I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. The Stonewall came on out of nowhere. Because if you ever notice, when they stonewall you, it's right when you're all in. You're like, I'm trying to make this work. I'm trying to get this together. I want us to get closer. I'm trying to get us to get these skeletons out of our closet and get rid of it. I'm trying to save this relationship. Then boom, there goes the Stonewall. There goes the Stonewall. You try to set groundwork and tell them what you need. And you try to be honest, like, this is what I need from you, or I can't go forward. And it's something that they think you're not entitled to because they're underrating you. They stonewall you. Little do you know that sometimes the narcissist sometimes the narcissist stonewalls you because they underrated you about what you said you wanted. So, for example, I remember my ex, I would say, I want passion. I want romance. I want scheduled dates. I told him, I said, I'm a hopeless romantic. I like everything about romance. I said, and I like a man to be the masculine one. I prefer to be dominated intimately by the man. And when I said that, they were like, they stonewalled me. They went stone cold silent. Stone cold. And that shocked me, because then I got to know how they really felt about me. See, start using the Stonewall to tell you how they really feel about you. When you pay attention to when they actually stonewalled you and what you said and what was going on, you will figure out exactly how they're rating you in some things. And that's when I realized that my ex, he saw himself as the woman that should be spoiled. He saw that I should spoil him. He saw that I should just be catering to him. He never need to cater to me. That I should be wooing him. That I should be seducing him and all of that. And that I should be chasing him. You know, like, instead of the male cat chasing the female cat, he was like, I should be that let me know right there that I wasn't, to him, I wasn't all that as a female. I wasn't all that. I was just something to do at the time. Like, you know, he just wanted to have a little fun with me. But then I started to remember when I would see him with other women and he would be in that masculine energy. And then I started to realize he was getting in that masculine, sweet, charming, hopeless, romantic type of energy with those women, and they were totally different than me. So then I started to realize the narcissist, He collects or she collects people for different things. But the truth of the matter, there is some fuels that get less stonewalling than you. Now that's hard to pick, that's hard to swallow. I know, y'all. But there are fuels that they are reluctant to stonewall right away because they feel like something about the way that fuel look or what they got validates their ego more. So they're not really quick to stonewall that fuel. They're rating that fuel higher than you. They are, y'all. I don't know why people always say the new fuel ain't better than you. The new fuel is not better than you, but the narcissists say they are better because at the time, that present time in that narcissist's life, he's in a different energy than your energy. So he or she is seeking out an energy that's been in their fantasies, and you ain't it. You ain't it. So they don't have a problem with stonewalling you. They don't have a problem. That's what happened to me. He was in the energy of wanting larger women. And I'm thinking in my head, how the heck I'm thick. Like, I'm like, why ain't I enough? Because you'll never be enough. That's the thing. With the narcissist, you'll never be enough. They try out your thickness and they see a woman thicker than you and they say, oh, okay, she better. She better, so I'll stonewall you and go towards her. And the cycle will just keep going on. It's just crazy that everybody is a toy to these people. Everybody is just like this little plaything. And once you realize that, once you really realize that you're just a toy, then you can say, okay, fine. Fine. There's other toys in the toy box. You put me in the toy box with the toys. I could play with somebody too who want to play with me. That's what you do. I don't need evidence. I'm the type of person whereas your treatment is my evidence. I don't need solid evidence that you're entertaining. And you shouldn't either, that they're entertaining somebody else. They're not entertaining you. Now, whether they're entertaining someone in their mind, they're entertaining someone with their hand, they're entertaining someone online, they're entertaining something, and it's not you, they're cheating. In one way or another. In one way or another, they're cheating on you. And this was hard because I was like, well, I don't have no evidence of the physical cheat. Why do you need evidence of the physical cheat? Cheating also is a form of not bringing what they said they were going to bring. A false hand, okay? A hand that's not theirs. Playing a hand that they know that's not legit. And then thinking you're going to accept it. You're getting cheated. You're getting cheated out of truth and honesty and commitment. You know they promised you before. Things are going to change. I'm not going to do this no more. I know your value. Blah, 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 blah. And the stonewall happens again. The moment you say, hey, I need scheduled time, or I want to be kissed and held more. I want you to come towards me sometime. Stonewall. I'm telling you, and if you're not going through it yet, it's because you're not in that cycle with them right now. Oh, it's going to come back around. Because you're just a fun bag. You know, I actually had a narcissist actually say fun bag to somebody. And I said, you know what? That's because they are a fun bag to them. And so am I. Yeah. Look, y'all better start realizing that you live your life on your terms. On your terms. Somebody stonewall you, that's the end. That's them putting up a wall. You put up a wall, they're saying, out, get out of here. You're not allowed in. You're not welcome. They're locking you out of something. They're locking you out of their energy. Okay, good. You still have a life to live. Your time is too precious to be waiting for them to tear down the wall. You don't got time for that. Because the more you put up with that, the less you love yourself. The more you'll be scared to go meet somebody new. The more you will fear that someone else is going to do that to you. You'll start wondering, I don't want to be in love because I don't want to go through this. See, all that starts to come in your mind. So the best thing, one of the things I do is the moment I get Stonewall, I make sure that any of my friends or anybody that I know, they get my time then. And I don't apologize. If the people are good people and decent people, they get my time. And I do not tell the narcissist what I did, where I went, who I was with, nothing. Because they deserve every damn thing that I did. Because it was just criminal, cruel, mean, horrific, and out of this world, disrespectful to stonewall me when I'm trying to fix things. I'm trying to get equality. I'm trying to tell you what love I need. When it's a gift, I don't have to tell you I don't have to tell you about the love I need. I could just go and get it somewhere else. And this is something that y'all got to realize when y'all telling these people the love that y'all need, it's a gift. That's what this therapist told me. She said, when you go to your partner and you say, this is what I need. This is what I miss. This is what I want back between us. It's a gift. And every time they dismiss it and they get back to stonewalling you and don't come through, it is at your expense. It is at the expense of your energy. And energy spendage, you will start to feel it. You will feel it health-wise. You'll be like, I'm feeling pains in my chest, my back, my bones. Why is my body hurting? All that energy spendage and that cycle of going towards them and they're stonewalling you. You know, I had some friends stonewall me. I told them, I said, look, I don't want to just keep on go smoking a hookah. I want us to do other things like dance. My karaoke friends, I said, we should all go to like nightclubs and go dancing and stuff. Not just smoking. And next thing I know, they stopped calling me. Basically, they ghosted, stonewall me. I would text them and they stonewall me. And I said, see what I'm talking about? I said the same old. But I kind of sensed that two of the people in the group was narcissists because they were never like supporting the other people in the group, but they was always thirsty for attention when we would go to karaoke. They would never say, oh, good job with the singing to each other, but they would always like try to be in other people's face. And then they gave me confirmation, narcissist. Hi, everybody. I'm telling y'all better stop being loyal to people to stonewall. No. Why do you think they stonewall? So they can always say, I wasn't stonewalling you. I wasn't seeing anybody else. I wasn't trying to hurt you. When meanwhile, the words that really was in their mind was, I'm done with you for now. That was what they really said. I'm done with you. We on break. They just didn't say it because they know that will send you all free to see whoever you want to see. Then you would go and be like, okay, I'm free at last. Thank God Almighty, free at last. They know that they would get competition. They know that you would be like, okay, go get me a boo. That's why they never said the words. Y'all better start taking the silence of the narcissist as voice. Let that silence speak to you. Let that silence speak volumes. I'll never forget when my family member stonewalled me. Present moment. I would call, they would be like, yes, what do you want? And I would just be like, I'm calling to see how you're doing. You know, hi. I would just call and see how they were doing. What do you want? Whoa. And then eventually they would just hang up the phone or not answer. Little did I know, they were so busy focusing on another family member. They didn't need me. They didn't need me. They were kicking it with another family member. And it's just shocking because you're like, I didn't know family members stonewall each other and then go with other family member as fuel. They do. They do. I have a cousin that was stonewalling me while she was hanging out with my toxic auntie. She was stonewalling me because she knew that I couldn't hang out with her and my toxic auntie because me and my auntie don't get along because she is just disrespectful and a bully. So she said, I'm just going to stonewall you and chill with the auntie. But she didn't say she was done with me because she knew that she might need me one day to babysit her kids again. Because I would always come through and watch her kids or give her food out of my house when she needed it, when she didn't get no shopping done. So she was trying to keep me in the waiting room on standby, as a placeholder. Because understand that's what you are. When they stonewall you, you are a placeholder person. Okay? That's what you are. And that's why she didn't say, I'm not dealing with you for a while. I'm going to auntie. Because she knew she might lose her benefits. So she wanted to be able to come back and say, I wasn't stonewalling you. I was going through some things. No. Even if you're going through some things, you can literally email me or message me and say, I'm going through some things right now. I'm going to talk to you soon. But don't be so quick to accept that either. Narcissist is good at saying, I'm going through some things, even though it's still a stonewall. So you still need to tap into the energy of those messages. And you need to volunteer to see if you can help. That's what I do. When they say, can't talk to you right now, and the reason why I ain't been talking to you, answering your messages, I've been going through some things. I say, what? What have you been going through? And if they take a long time to answer, I know they lying. I know they're trying to get out of stonewalling me. I say, I'll call then. I won't even text. I'll call and be like, oh yeah, we were just texting. What was you going through? You said you were going through things. Maybe I can help. If they just fall short on the phone and it's like they're trying to think of something to say, I'd be like, you know what? You wasn't going through those things. No. I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go because I see what you up to. That's what I say. I'm going to go ahead and go. I see what you up to. And I'll hang up the phone. You're at my house talking to me. Somebody says like I'm talking to the water in the shower. That's why I got on at this time. So fresh and so clean. So fresh and so clean. Do y'all know the song So Fresh and So Clean? Do y'all know that narcissists don't always stonewall you when you're in a hard chapter of your life? They stonewall you also when you're trying to climb. When you're climbing. Because they don't want to be obligated to help you. That's one of the reasons why. Like, once you get there, though, they come out of the blue and be like, I was going through some things. So that's why you didn't hear from me. That's why I wasn't answering your calls. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they was just waiting for you to get to the top so they could come in and get some crumbs. If you ever notice, when they cycle back, it's always when you have some really noticeable achievement. When your glow up is undeniable in some way. They will come and try to give you the energy they gave you before they ever stonewalled you. They'll come right back in like, I miss you. You was the one for me. I'm serious now. I'm done. I didn't beat my demons. I'm not dealing with my demons no more. And blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they just want to be with you at the top because you didn't did the work. If you're so thirsty and desperate for the narcissist and you're like, I don't want this stonewalling no more, just give them total control. If you give them total control, you don't ever have to worry about the stonewall. But that means you're signing up to be in chains. You're signing up to be their puppet. You're not going to see it as stonewalling. If they do stonewall you a little bit, because they'll do micro stonewalling. That's another video. Micro stonewalling. They'll do that even when you're like, that's it. You're under full control. Control the whole life. You won't even notice that they're doing that. That micro stonewalling. Because you're just under so much control. You no longer can speak for yourself. So you really don't notice. It's like your energy is their energy. That happened to me, y'all. Yep. They come in. They come as soon as you're climbing, and it's like you're almost there. You're almost there. They come right on back. Y'all, I'm telling you. But when you start the climb, they will stonewall you because they want to cause delays. They're like, nah, I want you to chase my energy while you trying to climb. But when you have it set in stone, where you're like, okay, it's in the bag, here they come. They come right on back. Even if they could, look, they might even go to a psychic, and the psychic be like, yeah, sometime in December, they're going to get a good job. And then you're like, how come they knew to come back at this time? They went to a psychic. Don't get it twisted. These narcissists be loving checking in on the psychics. They will say, I don't believe in psychic stuff. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. It cracks me up. Yet, they say they don't believe in psychic stuff, but then they're always like, I got the spirit of discernment. I saw this or I saw that. I never forget when my one narcissist cousin said she don't believe in psychic stuff, but then turned right around and said, oh, I just saw a spirit walk across the train tracks. I said, didn't she tell me she don't believe in psychic stuff? That she don't believe that we can see spirits. She said she don't believe we can see spirits, but she literally just said she saw a spirit walk across the train tracks. I said, you know what? They're hypocrites. They lie. They want you to think they don't believe in magic. But they doing magic on you all day, every day. They tuning into your energy and they doing their magic on you. They don't want you, they don't want you to know that stonewalling is also a spell. It's magic, y'all. It's magic. Stonewalling is a way to make you lose time. It's to cause delays, y'all. It's to cause delays. It's to make you miss your synchronicities and all of that. I have been stonewalled so bad at times where I sat there like, whew, whew. And then I went to join my events and it was late. I couldn't even get in. Like, I paid $10 to get in events, couldn't get in. I said, darn it, they made me late. They made me late. And if you ever notice when you're in a cycle of stonewalling where it's happening like over months, like more than once a month, like twice a month, you grow dry. You'll notice that your hair's dry. You'll notice that you feel like there's bugs crawling on you. Like you can feel the spell work that comes with that stonewalling. Like I would get dry feet, really dried out. Like, y'all, it was crazy. And I would get a random pain right here on this side of my head. It would go like that. Every time the stonewall happened, y'all. And it would get heavy here. Then it would go. And then all of a sudden, I would go real dry. And then next thing I know, I wouldn't even notice that I didn't write for 4 or 5 days. I would have so much work piled up. Like, why didn't I edit none of this work? But they stonewall you at the time that they know that you would do your work. At the time that they know that you would probably have a breakthrough. Okay? The reason why they don't stonewall you as soon as they meet you is because they haven't learned you yet. They have to learn when you're in your power. And then they say stonewall time. And then that causes delays. Yep. You'll notice that you are out of control. Like, at some point, you'll notice it. You'll be like, I'm spending too much money. I keep on eating takeout sometimes. Like, you'll just notice that you're like harming yourself. And you'll be like, how did I get in this energy when I was like literally on it before the stonewall? Spell work, y'all. Stonewall is dangerous. It will put you in financial bondage. It will make you put yourself in financial bondage. I've been there, y'all. When I got severely stonewalled for like one whole week, y'all, I spent like $100 on Amazon. Y'all, I ain't even lying. Y'all. I kept looking on Amazon. Oh, let me, what this outfit look like? What's this? This or that? This and that. I forgot I had beautiful stuff. Like, all my nice stuff was like hidden from me. I couldn't see it. I was just like, no, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. And I know some of y'all might say, but when they stonewalled me, they wasn't mean at times when they did it. That's a part of the manipulation. Where they say, hi, goodbye. Hi, how you doing? But they don't want to talk about y'all. They don't want to connect. They don't want to, it's stonewall. It's like they just say hi just to be able to strengthen the stonewall, to get back into the stonewall again, to make it work even stronger. I had a narc doing that. They would say hi to me, but everything else was shut down. And I just caught it one day. I said, they will say hi, but then when I would be like, okay, what's going on with me and you? What's up? It would be like crickets. It would be crickets. And I was like, I don't have time for this. So I got to a point where I told them, I said, don't even say hi. Don't say hi or bye. And they got triggered by that, because if you tell them don't speak to you at all, then they know that you're disarming their stonewall. They know that you are. So I told the narcissist, I said, don't even greet me. Don't even acknowledge me at all. They're like, no, because the little small acknowledgement is to check in on your energy, to see if you're bothered by the stonewall. Okay, that's why they do that, to see if you're still fighting for the cord. They're trying to sense that. So if you be like, I'm not responding to the hi bye, the tiny morsel, this at the end of the Stonewall show. At the end of the Stonewall show, they throw me a little crumb. Don't even respond to it. They say hi, be like, just don't, y'all. Because they're trying to, when you talk, they can sense the energy flow then. They can sense it more. So just be like, got nothing to say. And also, it's to gaslight you. It's to make you think that they're not stonewalling you because they said hi and bye. It's very disrespectful. If somebody stonewall me, they better not even say hi. Don't play games with my energy. Like, we have unfinished business. That we had something happen, go down between us. It was unsolved. So don't even go with that hi bye stuff. I don't got them games to play. I've been to knock somebody out over that. I've had to walk away like this. Don't play with my energy. Y'all, I'm telling you. And then if you notice, when they do come around to throw you the tiny morsels at the end of the stonewalling, when the stonewall been going on for a while, you ever notice that they're still passive aggressive with it? Meaning they'll say hi, but they won't look at you because they're still doing the Stonewall. They won't even look over at you. They'll be like, how you doing? While looking this way, y'all. Because they still want to keep the Stonewall at least a little bit strong, so when they don't have to like reset the strength of the Stonewall, y'all. It's wicked, y'all. It's wicked. I'm sorry, I have no patience for narcissists. I like after like round two, it takes two times for me, and I'll be like, okay, we about to fight. We're about to fight. I don't have no patience. And you can sense them. Yeah, you can sense them before they come, present moment. Because they're channeling your energy at some point when they're ready to stop the Stonewall. Because they start to get nervous. Like, how come you're not coming at me? Like, how come you're not saying, stop stonewalling me? They wonder why you're not doing that. So they sit there at some point and be like, I wonder what you're doing. And if they feel like you're disconnecting to them, that there might be a third party, like you're seeing somebody else, they coming right back in. Y'all, it's like their energy is super, super demonic. And like, it's the type of energy where you just be like, I'm just going to avoid it. Like, they got that resistance energy that Stephen Pressfield talk about. Their energy has so much dark resistant energy, strength to it, that it's like soon as you even acknowledge it, it's like you're done. You're done. So it's like the best thing to do is fight hard not to acknowledge them when they try to throw you some tiny morsels of love when they've been stonewalling you. Because they get the biggest ego boost. When you sit there and be like, oh, thank you for these flowers. Even though they've been stonewalling you and they didn't even like deal with the issue that y'all had. Y'all, their ego, their head gets so big when you be so happy for those morsels. I told the narcissist, I said, don't buy me a darn thing. You hear? Don't you come back here with no gifts. I don't care. I don't care. No. All right, y'all, I'm going to head on now. I'm going to do a part 2. I did this video for my early birds who like their morning juice. I find that having juice in the morning is powerful. Did you ever notice how the narcissists, they don't drink enough juice? I mean, this is something that I noticed with them. They don't drink enough juice. They might drink more wine. They may drink more wine, or they might do drugs, but it's like they don't really turn up on the juice like they should. I remember hanging out with some narcissists and we went shopping, and I stocked my cart with like 3-4 jugs of juice. They put 1 jug of juice in their cart. I'm like, 1 jug of juice? 1 jug of juice. You gonna roll on 1 jug of juice for 2-3 weeks? This is why they so dry. They're dry people. They're so emotionally detached because they will not drink their juice. I had to tell a narcissist in my family. I said the reason why your skin, you're aging fast, you're looking old, because they were like, I'm looking old. What are you doing for your skin? Because I'm looking old and I'm looking dried up and wrinkled. I started to say, because you a dry mother effer. That's why. You dry when you don't need to be dry. That's why you look like that. I started to say that, but then I was like, you don't drink enough juice. Oh, thank you, present moment. You know why they don't like juice? Because the juice make them happy. They want to sit up there and hate. It justifies what they're doing. They want to be thinking negative all the time about you. So they don't never have to own up for the stuff they doing behind your back. So that's why they don't like their juice. I remember being around narcissists who had babies, and they would give their baby juice but never drink any. And I'm like, you ain't gonna get no juice? My one narcissist friend, we would go to McDonald's, and I'm like, you ain't gonna get no juice? Like Denny's, you ain't gonna get no cranberry juice? Nah, I'm gonna get me a Coca-Cola. I'm like, ew. Okay. Okay. You don't want your juice because you know it's gonna add some sweetness to that bitterness, and you don't want to be sweet right now. You want to stay dry. That's why. I'm telling you, man. I already know. I could look at somebody's icebox and tell if they're dealing with narcissistic energy. I look right in their icebox. What's in here? What you got in your cabinet? What you eat as a snack? Okay. Like the narcissist I knew, he would only buy candy as a snack. He would only buy, I'd be like, here, get his cranberry juice. I would get him a cranberry juice out the juice machine, and I would get him like a beef jerky or something healthy. He would be like, I want candy. I'm telling y'all, they don't want God's sweetness. They don't want holy sweetness. They literally want the devil's candy, y'all. I'm telling you. That's why, I be meeting narcissists who be having like, I guess I'm gonna just say this. I know some narcissists that be dealing with diabetes. They be dealing with diabetes, and they be dealing with kidney problems or liver problems. They be real like young. They be dealing with it like their whole life because they'll take the artificial in a minute. They be dealing with cheap stuff all the time, y'all. Some of y'all narcissists, some of y'all be like, the narcissist is about money. They're about wasting money, y'all. They're about gambling the money. They gamble their money. But unless somebody else is in control of their life, they ruin themselves and they will ruin you. The thing is, they like to take people down with them. You can ruin yourself if you want to, but they always got to try to take somebody down with them. And that's the problem that I have. If you be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not eating all that candy. I'm not running in these streets in the crime areas with around drug lords and stuff. They try to tell you, you think you're too good. They want to bring you down with them. Every narcissist I know, they are fully okay with eating low quality food. They are fine with it. Cheap pasta. I be like, don't nobody notice this? I buy pasta, protein pasta. The narcissists in my family, they buy cheap pasta. I'm like, there's protein pasta in here. Like, why don't you buy protein pasta? Plant-based pasta. No, cheap. I buy high quality bread, they buy cheap bread. It's like cheap. I say, no, I like high quality juice, 100% sugar free, whatever, no added sugar. They go, And I be like, wow, it's like that. And some of them are sitting up there ripped. I be like, you being ripped does not mean you eat healthy food. You can get ripped eating pizza. It be the funniest with these ripped narcissists, though. They the worst. They be like, I got it together. You see how I look. I be like, you're getting ripped so you can rip somebody's heart out their chest. That's why you're getting ripped. That's why you're getting ripped. And I see what you're eating. You're not getting ripped because you're eating healthy. You're getting ripped because you're lifting weights. And most of them get ripped because they're running around on their bicycles. They're running around or competing with other men to get women. And that's why they're getting ripped. It just cracked me up. Like, I'm not too big on the bodybuilding male community. I be sensing like narcissistic energy. I was in Planet Fitness last year working out, and I felt narc energy from this guy. I was like, whew, cha. So I kept my back to him, and I guess he felt some type of way because I wasn't staring at his Thor built body. He was built like Thor. He felt some type of way that I wasn't like, So he was like, how you doing? I was like, hi. He was like, I normally don't talk to women in here. I was just like, and I was nice, y'all. I said, how you doing? When he said hi, he said, I normally don't talk to women in here. I'm like, so I'm supposed to feel so special? I'm supposed to feel so special. I said, I don't talk to nobody in here either. Not because I don't talk, it's because I'm focusing on my workout. I'm trying to stay in the mindset of my workout. And he was like, oh, I was just saying when I said hi, because you look like you going in. You be going in, huh? I could tell. And I was like, I work out or whatever. And he was like, well, and then he said something. Y'all was real weird, y'all. He was trying to it was like he wanted me to get thirsty so he could reject me. It was weird, like I sensed it through my intuition. But I didn't take the bait, so he felt like kind of weird, like how come she ain't taking the bait? Because I read his energy. Because he was like, yeah, I came here to work off the last 30 minutes. I had energy left in me or whatever. And he was like, but I don't normally talk to no women when I go to the gym. You know, I just, somebody that I be seeing and whatever. He said something like that. And I said, that's nice. I said, I see people too. I said, have a blessed day. I said, he wanted me to be like, ooh, you looking good, baby, blah, blah, blah. So he could be like, I'm seeing somebody. But I didn't. I didn't take the bait, y'all. I didn't take the bait. I'm not there to tell you how that you look good like Thor at the gym. I'm not there for that. Y'all, I got some funny stories. Okay, y'all. See y'all later. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I do got to say this before I end this video. Have you ever noticed that some of these narcissists, like the horrific ones, they're the ones that are always like trying to prove that they take care of themselves better than everybody else. They try to gaslight you like, I take care of me, you don't take care of you. And you be like, look at you, like, are you serious? Your face looks cracked, okay? You look literally 20, 30 years older. You be ready to say that, but be like, okay, all right. All right. I be wanting to tell the male narcissists, I be like, if you take care of if y'all take care of yourself so much, how come there's not many of y'all in the nursing homes? How come there's not too many of y'all narcissistic men in the nursing home? Because y'all don't live long. Y'all do too much to y'all body. Y'all have too much sex. These narcissistic men, especially, be having way too much sex. Trying to get so much like Hercules just to have more fuel. They use their body to get more and more fuel. And then they try to get them a beautiful woman so they can get even more fuel. And then once they collect all that fuel, they will literally stonewall the woman that they use to get fuel. That is like so wild to me. Like, I will use this gorgeous woman to attract other women to my personality because they already attracted to my body because I'm in here trying to look like Hercules every day. I need them attracted to my personality. I want to get grade A fuel, like the fuel that I just showed up with. Once I do, I'm going to stonewall this fuel. Y'all, that is crazy. It happened to me. It happened to me. There was this guy, his personality stank, okay? But he was all like Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. And wasn't no women trying to deal with his personality, his ego, so he used me. Next thing I know, all kind of women wanted him where we would go. And then next thing I know, he started like stonewalling me and acting like he was too busy. Well, I put on my running shoes and ran up in his job. I didn't start a fight, y'all. I just wanted to look to see what was going on. And I saw he had another woman in there. Okay, he worked in a bar. And that's when I realized, I said, okay, he used me to pick up bar women. And that's why he's stonewalling me. So after I saw it with my own eyes, I left. I didn't make a scene. I just left. And we never was together again. Like, I rolled. He rolled. No. And then he tried to come at me years later and got triggered because I was like, I'm good. Y'all, it's a funny story. I'll tell y'all that story. Y'all, I will tell y'all that story. I always loved that I said to him, I'm good. He was like, what? What you mean you good? Woo. Okay, I'll see y'all later. If y'all enjoyed the live video, for free. Yeah, because he was shocked because he had like this nice place. He was all ripped, still lean and ripped, you know, real handsome. Lots of women wanted him or whatever. I mean, even men said he was an attractive dude. But I was like, I'm good. He's like, he jumped up and was like, what you mean I'm good? For real? I was like, yeah, I'm outie. He was like, what? He got blindsided. I feel like sometimes I just want to be in the company of a narcissist just to blindside them. Just to just be like, bye. And they'd be like, where you going? Okay, y'all. I'll see y'all later. If you enjoyed this live video, feel free to let me know. If you'd like to send a cash donation, you can send it to my Cash App at @ Coach V Hunter. Bye, everybody. Yeah, we need to start doing that. Just act like we into them and like I got a plan to ghost you. Like I'm gonna just like make you think I fell for it and then ghost you. That's what we need to do to these narcs. That'll get them into their mess. Like they'll be sitting in their mess then. They won't be running to bring their mess to us. Bye, everybody. Bye, present moment. Thank you for your hard work. Bye.